Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol CRON. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here, as they're called, representing 1 day's worth of price action, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. No, I don't mean to state the obvious, but I will. This thing has just been an absolute monster. And I mean, if you're looking for putting together a textbook and you wanted to show something of what an uptrend looks like, well, then look no further here. Everything since this thing bottomed out from the move down in late December, it's just been a pure and steady uptrend, and it really makes my life easy from a presentation standpoint in terms of, hey Clay, you know, how can we just continue to measure the health of the overall chart? How can we continue to measure the strength of the, the price movement? And it all boils down to that purple line right there, which in the world of charts is the famous 50-period simple moving average. Even if you have a very basic understanding of charts, I'm sure you've heard of the 50-period, and you know that when the price is up above that level, you definitely want to see the price stay above it, as that just implies that the price is drifting upwards, or in technical jargon, replace drifting with trending upwards, and that's what you want to see. Prices that are drifting in the upwards direction is the name of the game, and like I said, this is just a perfect example of that. Ever since the price got back up above that purple line back in December, you can see there was that little pullback right there, but the price bounced very nicely off it. And I guess kind of right there, got somewhat close. Maybe I'm stretching a little bit there. But overall, that's the easiest way to just gauge the overall health of the price movement going forward. I mean, there's been plenty of pullbacks, and this is why, pullbacks are nothing to worry about. There is a pullback, there is a pullback, there is a pullback. You get the idea. There is another pullback. As long as the price continues to build higher lows, everything else, as you witnessed, will continue to take care of itself, including breaking levels of resistance. So what about resistances on that note? In terms of where the sellers are at, nothing complicated behind that other than the fact of where the party stopped today, and that was right up there at the $14 mark. So 14 will be public enemy number 1 going forward, but in all actuality, resistance levels don't matter. Why don't they matter? Well, what matters is what the chart's already been doing. The price has been building higher lows, and as like I said already, as long as those higher lows continue to build upon themselves, everything else takes care of itself. So sit back and let the trend do its thing. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.